This is called hip circles, and we're going to be doing an open chain movement, meaning laying on your back with your legs in the air, not grounded or in contact with the ground. And you're going to make parallel circles with the knees and lower legs above the hips in both directions. Now we say circles, but if we really kind of stop and consider it, it's much more of a square-like action. The legs are going to come together and pull over the hips. They separate and then lower away from the hips and then come back together again. So it's almost like a rectangle or a square. But as time goes by, it can become more fluid and circular in nature. So what you'll start with is by getting yourself in a lying down position. And you're going to have yourself lying on your back with your knees bent to start with. And you're going to bring your arms out away from the body with the palms face down. And this is nice because it will anchor your shoulders and your arms to the ground and align it with the head and spine, and for that matter, the pelvis. So this position in itself is a really powerful place to help realign your posture using the floor as a straight edge. Now make sure that the wrist, elbow, and shoulder line up directly across with the other wrist, elbow, and shoulder. Don't just rely on the feel, because it may be that feels normal and a straight line, possibly because the muscles up in the top of your shoulders, the trapezius muscles and other ones, may be a little shortened on average, so this feels natural. So look from side to side and make sure your arms are in the right position. Then bring the ankles and the knees together and raise them up as if they're maybe a dolphin fin, and you're just going to be pulling them over the hips, separating at the same time, lowering the knees past the hips, and bringing them together. Up, out, down, and in. Continue for several movements, and then reverse directions. Bring in, down, apart, and up. At no point in time should you feel pain during this action. You may start to feel the muscles in the midsection kick in because the weight of your legs is pulling against the body that's trying to stay in contact with the ground. But once you've done several repetitions, go ahead, get up carefully, walk around, just see how that feels. Be sure to reassess the body. Maybe use one of those movements from the autonomic nervous system, like a single leg balance or a standing toe touch or total body rotation. Whatever is your go-to assessment, just make sure you reassess to make sure this is the movement for you at this moment in time.